And all over the floor, you can see each player preparing for the game ahead, pushing out distractions and getting into the zone. Welcome, folks, and what better way to celebrate the end of the week? Friday night basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Indiana Pacers. On Sunday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Tuesday, they're off to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Now let's check out our starters for Montreal. We've got Kevin Huerter. Williams is out there with Lou Dort. Then there's Santi Aldama, and it's Doherty in at center. And for the Pacers, at small and power forward, it'll be Mathurin and Siakam. Neesmith out there with Andrew Nembhard. And it's Jackson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Grant, hard to believe that NBA games are back. Preseason pontification is over.
BA, you're spot on. No more guessing, no more wondering. The games count now. A lot of optimism could be about to vanish in these first handful of games. Got to check it out.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, this is how impactful Mathurin can be in close. He loves jamming it home.
Dort outside. Aldama outside. From deep. Indiana with a rebound. And going against Montreal, their first meeting of the year.
It was surprising they lost both games to this team last year. You would have thought the opposite.
While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Nembhard against Williams. Pass to Doherty, 6 to shoot. The rebound by Jackson. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, on the heels of star Tyrese Halliburton's unfortunate Achilles tear, the Pacers losing starting center Miles Turner in free agency, this is a team that had boasted tremendous depth. And that depth will be tested what amounts to something of a gap year in Indy.
They'll be challenged for certain. Shams, appreciate the report. Now here's Siakam. Inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Doherty. Last game with 30. There's Huerter with the 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Hey, they've broken the seal. 3 misses to start, but now they're in business.
Nembhard, the pass to Mathurin. Pass to Jackson. Here's Neesmith. Rebound Montreal. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there.
Yeah, an amazing find. How about the patience from Dort? Waits for his man to get open and feeds him.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Pascal Siakam's veteran presence is hugely valuable to this Pacers team. Coach Rick Carlisle said, quote, his experience is really important to us. He doesn't get rattled, his personality stays consistent, but things get frantic in games. He is a calming influence on our young players. Back to you guys.
The cagey veteran. Allie, thank you. Now here's Siakam. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Toronto. Here's Jackson. Nembhard against Williams. And there's Jackson on the assist by Nembhard. Jackson's got his second bucket on the night.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Indiana leading. 51 seconds left in the first quarter.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Montreal has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's Doherty. To the left wing. Here's Aldama. The rebound by Jackson.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Siakam, the pass to Nembhard. Jackson, left side, and that's a foul. Called on Kevin Huerter. That's his first foul, and Indiana with some changes. Shepard comes in for Neesmith, and it's McConnell in for Nembhard. Montreal also making some changes. Sensabaugh is checked in for Dort, and Krejci subbed in for Williams. Now here's Siakam. To the inside, Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And we talk about Siakam's versatility. Well, there it is. Nice pass.
Here's Sensabaugh. And that concludes the first quarter play. Indiana ahead, leading by 6. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
Shepard is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then it's Tony Bradley. Then there's Jarris Walker. And it's Matthews in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Ball outside. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
They just weren't careful with the rock. The passing was loose. The ball handling was lackluster. That's not how you win in this league.
Hopefully this is a reality check for them. Teams in this league are just too good. You will be punished for your mistakes.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. There's the 3. That shot is off. Indiana leading by 11. And here's Shepard for 3, and he buries his first look.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Siakam, he's checked in for Bradley. Neesmith comes in for Matthews. And Andrew Nembhard subbed in for Shepard. Left side Bagley. Pass to Doherty. Shot to stop the run. Montreal again missing. The Pacers have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Bagley against Siakam. Over Bagley. Siakam, no good.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Jackson, he's checked in for Walker. Squads that love to run. Last year's team leaders in fast break points. The Pacers in 5th.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor, always maintaining impressive energy in transition.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Nembhard, the pass to Neesmith. Now here's Siakam. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important to those initiatives.
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Montreal. Down by 12. Looking ahead, they've got the Cavaliers coming to town for their next one. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. And the bucket is good.
Great job setting him up. The timing of the pass was key.
Indiana has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Pass to Siakam. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Ooh, Siakam looking comfortable inside.
A long swing player, Siakam uses that 6'9" length down low.
Williams passes to Dort. Inside. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Pacers are all about winning. And Coach Rick Carlisle said, our young players are having to earn their way. They're not being given anything. It's the only way to do things, in my opinion. If you want to build championship habits, you got to do it on a merit-based, accountability type of basis. Back to you, BA.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Dort, the pass to Doherty. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Doherty's got 6 points in the quarter.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Now Matherin. 17 points for him last game against Toronto. Got a piece of it. Williams finds Bagley. Dort outside. Here's Williams. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Indiana ahead, up by 10. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Well, I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. A hot start. Coach, what did you like about this team's execution offensively?
We were making some shots. We moved the ball well at times. You've got to be careful about having the ball stick when they're doing their switching.
Good luck with the ball movement in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot drums. They're measuring up the shot. One more time, a round of applause for our contestant.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games. Kenny, back in your playing days, how far ahead would you look on the schedule?
Unless we were in the playoff race, I really only focus on the next game.
Yeah, it doesn't do any good to look too far down the road. That's for the coaches.
Yeah, as a coach, you're planning, game planning, and all that stuff, practice planning. But as a player, you got to stay in the moment, focused on the task at hand.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Indiana Pacers.
Hey, living in the paint is good living. Take it from me.
Yeah, this team.
And that's it for halftime.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been quite a game for Isaiah Jackson.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
On the court right now for Montreal, Williams is out there with Lou Dort. Then there's Santi Aldama. Then there's Kevin Herter. And it's Doherty in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Down low. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Aldama's got 5 now.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Pass to Nembhard from behind the arc. Rebound Montreal.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Well, Richard, he's from a place with a history of great big men. Santi Aldama is next in line.
Well, the first Spanish players that come to mind for me are the Gasol brothers. The connection, Spanish and big men. Aldama has carried that lineage well in his short time in the NBA.
There's Nesmith with the 3. Outside Matherin. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And it comes off a good pass. Clearly, Matherin has been well coached on when to give it up.
Well, Montreal shooting around 50% of the game so far. Here's Doherty. 10 points for him. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. He's got 7.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Pass to Jackson. And here's Matherin. Herter defending. Nembhard, right side. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Dort grabs the miss.
Coming out of half, they're 1 for 5 from the field. Whatever they discussed is not working.
Siakam against Herter. Back to Dort. Pass to Herter. Williams on the wing. On target from range. And now just a 3-point Pacer lead.
I guess that defense thought they could live with that, and he punished them for thinking so.
Now Siakam. Jackson the screen. This one for 3. Siakam no good.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Herter passes to Doherty. To the paint. Montreal calls timeout. Walker, he's checked in for Indiana. Robert Williams checked in for Montreal. Clock at 4. Here's Aldama. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Matherin passes to Walker. It's tipped.
A strong, fearless defender. Dort doesn't back down from taking chances and going after swats.
Williams looking around. Here's Aldama. Williams' shot is good. Williams has gotten his first points in this one.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Pass to Jackson. Now Walker. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Williams against Nembhard. And here is Williams. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Nembhard finds Walker. Here's Matherin. Back to Walker. 3-pointer. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Aldama. Sinks the 15-footer. Aldama's got 6 points in the quarter.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
On the wing, Nembhard. Williams defending. Nembhard outside. Takes the 3. And we've just finished the 3rd quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Indiana ahead. They lead by 1. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter. Rick Carlisle had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, it's all about physical. It's all about physical. Make sure.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. They've got Shepard. Pascal Siakam out there with Tony Bradley. Then there's TJ McConnell, and it's Walker in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for the Pacers. To the middle. Here's Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And Siakam has got the ball here for Indiana. It's a 1-point game. Inside. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Here's Krejci. Walker covering. Williams. Montreal passing it around. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Krejci missing. Indiana on offense. They've led by as many as 14. Pass to Shepard. And stolen by Williams. Here's Sensabaugh. And the 3 off target. The Pacers' shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. Here's Bradley. He's covered by Bagley. Here's Shepard. The kick out to Walker. Clock at 6. McConnell from outside. Drills it from deep. And the Pacers lead by 4.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Montreal calls timeout. And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Jackson, he's checked in for Bradley. Matherin comes in for Walker. Neesmith, he's checked in for Shepard. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. A big group substitution here for Montreal. Aldama's checked in for Bagley. Herder comes in for Krejci. Dort, he's checked in for Sensabaugh. And Williams is subbed in for Highland. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The head coach. For Montreal had some instruction for his guys during the break. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And it's time for an injury report.
Thanks. I got some news from Montreal's head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. An inopportune time here at the start of the season to be faced with any sort of injury. But the bright spot, guys, he's been given the green light to play through it.
All right, Allie, thanks for the intel.
Yeah, it's always good to get a little bit more clarity on that situation.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Pacers.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
And it's tied up with that one.
Some big guys struggle at the line. Not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Outside Neesmith. Now Siakam. The 11-footer. Jackson. Oh, he can't get the putback. For Montreal, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. The 3 ball is down.
Tenacious stuff from Dort. I mean, he knows the situation and is dead set on getting them a bucket.
Now Matherin. Oh, Williams with the block. Now Dort. Outside Herder. Picked by Aldama. Oh, the lead pass. Great dish.
For a wing, Herter has always been a very good facilitator, by no means a ball stopper.
Now Siakam. Ooh, Williams with the block. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Williams against Nembhard. Oh, touches it off the glass. Montreal calls timeout. Minute 15 left in the final quarter. Williams fires, cashes in from 18.
You know the coaches hated that shot, but guess what? Some of them go in.
High post Siakam, working on Aldama. Gathering. Oh, off target from downtown. And it's Montreal's ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Here's Dort. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Puts up the tray. The putback. And he grabs the board and finishes it off.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Day two, everyone. Come on, let me hear you.
Watch 36 seconds left in the game. Takes a three. Oh, it misses.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Here's the pass to Williams. Williams with the screen. And yes, sir! In stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Williams, the putback, just in time with the putback. And so it's Montreal with the W. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And we present the player of the game, Robert Williams.